to, let's say for example, you want to open a bank account in Malaysia.
Sebagai contoh, Anda mau melakukan mau membuka rekening di Malaysia.
They will ask you for a Malaysian number.
Mereka membutuhkan nomor Malaysia.
You can actually buy a Malaysian number, rent a Malaysian number from us to get that OTP from the bank.
Jadi Anda bisa menyewa nomor Malaysia di kami sehingga Anda bisa melakukan pembukaan rekening di Malaysia.
So this can be one of the usage.
Ini adalah sebuah manfaat dari nomor tersebut. Well, any question?
Oke, thank you Mr. Ronald. Bahasa Indonesia saja ya. Oke. Kita semua tahu ya, setiap bisnis apapun itu pasti mengandung resiko. Tidak ada satu bisnis pun yang tidak ada resiko, semuanya mengandung resiko. Selama ini kita dengar dari Claude itu kita bicarakan hanya benefit dan peluang profit dan bisnisnya peluang saja. Nah, kira-kira the worst case itu apa daripada Claude ini? Resiko apa yang punya potensi di sini?
Okay, very good question. Like all businesses, there is always a risk. Because now what we're doing is, instead of you giving me the money to help you trade, okay, which this in return is not deemed legal, okay, we are actually compounding all the assets as a subscription, okay, it means you're giving me more authority, okay, to handle your money, okay, so that is one risk. You have to trust the company. That's one risk. And when we take your all this subscription asset and we do a trade, okay, in the exchange, okay, that is another risk by itself, okay, because no one can predict the future, okay, but we have algorithms to actually ensure that we do not lose. So how do we not lose? There's a very simple method and algorithm. It's called dollar cost averaging. Because we keep buying. Even though the price is up or down, we keep buying. When we keep buying, we will average out the price. If we do not have enough assets to keep buying, then we will lose. So that is the fallback of DCA. We do not put all our eggs into one basket. We split it into 3 different things. Third, like all investment funds, we are not supposed to use more than 30%, okay, of the total pool. So 30%, actually we don't even use 20%, we use about 28 point something percent for trading on exchanges. Exchanges itself, we split into 4 different portions. Jarvis is one. Then we have 3 more other trading houses that actually trade for us. Okay, this is what we are getting back now. The second portion itself, which is one of the largest portion, which is about 32 point something percent, is actually used for a very secure and safe investment. It's called lending. Okay, we are doing lending through lending networks. Lending networks are to lend to exchanges or to businesses. It gives a yield of about 21% a year, 1 year. So that is about 1.5, 1.6% a month. It's not a lot, but it's very safe. Okay. okay? Because like us, we are now the customer of these networks. We can pull out the funds anytime we want, okay? Because when we see that it is not performing, we can switch the portfolio. So that is the second avenue stream coming in, okay? And the third is actually through a what we call a opportunity business investment, okay? For example, our fund managers were to see, okay, for example, now warrants market is quite well, okay, because of the problems that is happening in Hong Kong. The warrants market is actually really, really good because it's cheap. So we are using through our traders to trade in the warrants market to actually get enough yield. All of these three add together, we make about 21.7% a month or so. What we are paying out in the whole entire tree is about 18.6, 18.7. So we are healthy at the moment. So the risk, yes, there is. But the risk is only if we cannot continue to trade. So what enables us not to be able to continue to trade? A lot of the bad leaders, they scare the smaller new members to don't come in, okay, and they buy all their assets away. And they come to the company and massively withdraw. So that will hurt us. So these are the things that we are solving now and then. We have been stupid for the last 1.5 months because of the pattern that we see and we do not believe the pattern. And we saw the pattern and it's going this way, we stopped it. And most of this is actually done in China. We're trying to build a business, they're trying to rip us off. So that is the situation that we have been facing. We have the solution for it, and we are fixing all this. Normally, when these things happen, okay, a company will run away, they will close down. But I've been actively talking to all the members, telling them what is happening, how we're going to solve it. Because we know we have a plan. What we want from cloud is not what we get today. It's a promise in 3 years' time. If you look at our business model, okay, what do we have? We have a telco. We are selling data, we're a telco. We work with both Android and Apple phones. So we cover both sides of the world. We have a payment system that works with our target is 20 million merchants around the world. We have our own prepaid credit card. We can make it to become a credit card if we want to, okay? We have 100 million, that's our target, customers to use our system. Why would they want to use our system? They just pay $500, they can get data, and they can buy cheap data from us. And when they want to exit, we give them back the 500. In which telco in the world is like that can give you back money? No telco will give you back money. Every month they charge you. So if we have this system itself, do you think we cannot get 100 million customers? We can. So at the end of 3 years, if Apple is doing the same thing, by the way, if Apple conquers the world by pushing out their phones to everybody, they have their own Apple Pay, they have their Apple credit card, they become the telco. Who is there to stop him? Who is there to stop Apple? Who wants to stop Apple? Google wants to stop Apple. Samsung wants to stop Apple. Huawei wants to stop Apple. If we are already there, is it the fastest way to actually buy us instead of building a new one? So I said it many times every time I meet my partners. I don't care what is the price of the CTO, but one CTO equals to one share of the company. Because in the end of 3 years, we want to sell this company. We want to sell it. So if you have a million CTOs, okay, what is our net worth? Let's say, for example, we have, let's say, 80 million CTOs in circulation. I believe that we are a unicorn. Unicorn is 1 billion. Do you think that we can get anything less than 30 PE? Your 1 million shares becomes 30 million. That is what I want to be in the end. That is what we are looking for 3 years down the road. It's not what we get now. Now we get out is, I think everybody can make it simple. We're trying to get more people here so that we can make up the numbers. Once we make up the numbers, this is what we can get in 3 years' time. The goal. 100 million customers, 20 million merchants. I only want 1.5 million networkers. That's all. In 183 countries.
So your target is going to be in 3 years?
Yes.
Yes.
Professor?
Professor.
Professor.
Hello, I'm Gafura.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure about this. You're talking about this telco. There's no cost for the operation, or what do you mean?
No, the data is zero cost because it's only data is their own. You see, for example, Indonesia, right? You use IX, Indonesia Exchange. That's where all the infrastructure is being paid for already. They only pay for infrastructure costs. That's sunken cost. You only pay for the 4G. They only pay for the 4G license, the spectrum. That is sunken cost.
Yeah, but what they invest is it means that they have
Yeah, but
Yeah,
telco
invest
don't
cost.
invest anymore. Telco rent. They don't invest anymore.
so they mean they are using the previous infrastructure already set up.
Yes.
Okay, the next one is all of us here is a member. Let's say not member lah. Some is the investor lah. All of them is already invest their money in your company lah. Let's say you are the CEO for this company. So yeah, all of us as the investor, want to know what the vision you already explained before to all of us. That's quite clear for us. There's a quite bright vision for all of us to believe on you. But some of the point, we are the investor, like the stakeholder or something, and the company is stakeholder. We need the full explanation from you. Some promises and the action plan already put in your blueprint. So what we want is you one by one you have to clear it up on time lah.
Yep.
To me, what I mean is all the trust of the stakeholder still can hold hand in hand to support you.
Yes.
That is what we want.
We understand.
You understand that? That is the main basic point for all of us here.
I believe that trust cannot begin in one day.
Yeah.
And in the past, we have been very trustworthy, I think, because we have been delivering what we say.
Yes.
We said in May 12th that by October, we are going to be the only wallet around that will have so many features that no other wallets can compare to. And you look at what we have today. We have done that. But because of us giving that promise itself, we have been attacked and being exploited, which we are trying to solve and fix. So this is one thing that the next milestone that we have to overcome. So that the next milestone is actually October 17th for us. So we will do this. We will launch. November 17th, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. Let's say after 17th November, everything is done. So you already keep your promise. So the trust for us will be built again. That's what we want. That's what we want. Okay.
About the Malaysia airline, what will be the deadline?
We are trying to actually get it before the end of the year. It's a bit more difficult to talk to them because we're trying to see how much more discount we can get. The current discount that we can get from AirAsia is about 8%, but we're trying to hit it to get about 13%, so that we can actually make a good number, a good return.
Okay, one more question about the expansion of your team, especially in Indonesia. What type of regulation you have to get to approve it from the local government? Example, you are intends to open the market or something operation office like this.
Yeah, it's a very good question as well. So we went through our lawyers, we went through the Ministry of Finance, and also we went through Central Bank in Malaysia. When we first talked about our Jarvis 1 model, immediately MOF and Central Bank said that this is under the jurisdiction of the security commissions, so SEC, because it's a digital asset. And in order to do that, you need to get RMO. Okay, any country is the same. So what we then told them was, we understand this, we are trying to change this into the Jarvis 2 model, which is through a service-based business. And MOF and Bank Negara, BNM, Bank Negara Malaysia, actually came back to us and said that we do not fall into any of this jurisdiction. MOF will treat this as just a commercial product. But our lawyers has actually made enough research into this, and in order to have a service to be running in each of the countries, we need to open a sales and service center plus a customer service, which is where we work with the leaders to start. Most of the leaders in, for example, Vietnam or Thailand or anywhere, they already have their own office, okay? And we just need to actually support that office and turn it to become a sales and service center. Then we have to register a company that is a sales and service center company, okay, for this telco products. Then we are good. So it's just a normal business registration. So to get business registration in 183 countries is easier to get RMO license.
Yeah.
Yeah, when there's no more question, right? It's very scary. Either I've done a very good job or I've done a very bad job.
But to do all these things, I think it needs times, especially for Indonesia.
Actually, not really. I have been in Indonesia since a long time. When I first started my business in China in 2006, we've been actually doing a lot of phone development or software development for the local brands here, CSL, Blueberry, the smartphone phones, a lot I've been doing. You can say that 9 out of 10 phones that actually hit Indonesia that is non-Samsung or Xiaomi or whatever, right? It actually must pass through us. Okay, we have about 50 million phones still active in Indonesia itself. Okay, that runs our platform. Our patent is actually data wireless push technology, which is you can actually search for my name, Google, you can find my patent. So we enable push messages to hit your phone even though you don't have data. once you just have telco signal, you will receive that push notification. So it's being used by BlackBerry on the BlackBerry phones in Indonesia. So that's the first trial that we have with them. We have our own short code last time also. We have this chat system that we built. It's called MeChat, M-E-C-H-A-T. Okay, not MarChat, it's MeChat. Okay. And one of the things that we actually did was to enable free long distance call for the parents and their children, which is working overseas. So what we did was that we worked with Sempona. So 30 seconds of advertisement, they get another 30 seconds of call. Then they hear 30 seconds of advertisement, then they can talk for another 30 seconds. So we have this system and we did very well for the next 3 months or 4 months. So we have our own SIM card that we actually launched with Excel. So you can actually run our chat system without paying data. So we have done all these things before. It was 2006. I sold this company in 2014. You can check it online as well, to a Singapore-based company called The Cloud, under the brand of Chorus 360. So yeah, I've been in Indonesia for a long, long time.
Nona, bila start itu OTC market, harga CTO dia akan naik turun kan?
Yeah.
Macam mana dia punya control bagi
But,
market?
this is not exchange, this is OTC. Exchange only the harga naik turun. In OTC, everyone put in their own price. So this is the question. I was in Macau. I was talking to the C3, C4 leaders. They were giving me a lot of suggestions. One of them was saying that I should limit the price to plus 10 minus 10%. Some will say that plus 25 minus 25. Some will say that it's free flow. For me, is if I were to do so much of control, then it's no point. So I would make it free flow. But every member can only send one, to do one buy or one sell trade. Only one, either buy or one sell. Okay. So if, let's say, for example, like Yvonne has 20 accounts. So Yvonne tried to sell a lot of CTOs using all 20 accounts. Let's say. So technically, she can put in 50 orders, right? So the problem with that is, okay, because every buy and sell, you need somebody to talk to you to see how you want to be paid, okay? Unless Yvonne has 20 phones, and every phone logged in, and then you can get the message, then you probably can do it lah. But if you're using some phone cloner, app cloner software thing, you will probably won't get the message. And when you cannot get the message, the buyer itself will give you a bad rating. And if your rating is bad, you can sell, your limit to sell the CTOs or buy CTOs is low, because nobody wants to trade with you. Okay, you get a higher rating, your limit is higher. Okay, so we actually build this thing into the OTC, okay, to actually stop manipulation and things like that. Okay, one account. So now it comes to the question whereby, what if he send everything into one account, okay, and then you do a trade? Everyone starts with 0 reputation or 0 score. When your score is 0, you can only sell a maximum of 5,000 CTOs. If your score goes higher, your limit increases. Okay? So that's how we want to control. You want to manipulate, can, but over time. Time is what we need now to stabilize the platform. So the answer to your question is free flow. You can set whatever price you want, but only one time. Until somebody do a trade with you, then you can do another trade.
So, will it be cancelled? Virtual price and how you will control?
Look, if you throw CTO price at, let's say, 10 cents, somebody will buy it. If somebody buy it, then I'll probably buy it. Because I said before, one CTO equals to one share, I'll buy. I'll collect.
Anything below the price to buy lah. People throw.
Yeah, of course.
So that means temporarily we cannot convert our CTO to the USDT, and then so we can.
No, what you can do is you go to the OTC itself. You say that you want CTOs for ETH.
But now it's still
17 November.
So let's say temporary.
Now,
Now to 17.
now don't worry. Just send your ID. How much you want to convert? Just send it to.
I want
Yeah.
So far I have been collecting everybody's CTO. Nobody don't get, right? Kali, you just send transfer to me and give you USDT.
Or you send to me 50% discount.
That's why it's a leader.
So now there's no problem in our group.
Yeah, you want I collect and then send to you.
You will see what you get. So I think I've been actively clearing also for Yvonne and for a lot of leaders that we actually see that it's actually really working hard. There are some leaders which are not really working hard. We don't really support them now because those are really manipulating and trying to really disrupt the system. Yeah. So you can ask Yvonne every time she Facebook Messenger me, I should reply on.
Yeah, that's a good solution for temporary until 17.
Only for these 10 days only. Because before, just now, if you are late, I asked everybody to apply the CTO. Not your CTO, but ask everybody to apply the debit card. Ronald has given us the support that he will give us all the debit card before the 17th, before the OTC start. Then you can just transfer the CTO to your debit card.
我们怎么样？我们是从上网
现在你要
订是吧？
apply 尽快这2-3天。dalam ni 2-3 hari settle the KYC as soon as possible.
So we still need the
是在
KYC.
自己的。
Yes, you still need KYC.
The first account, you must use your first account, yeah?
First
Because
account.
the withdrawal limit ikut you the rank punya. Kalau C1 ada rank limit lebih, C0 limit kecil sikit, C2 limit tinggi sikit.
在最上面的 account 我们记上
最上面的。
一关最上面的是吧？
对，用哪一个 account 做市场那个
就最高的咯。
最高级的？
哪一个都 OK. The one that 你要哪一个都行。
为什么这3天要核证啊？
因为我们要赶出来那个卡给你们啊，17号之前。
哦。
So can you come over and collect the cards? So I will send to you.
I come to where to collect.
My office lah.
Yeah, no problem. Then I'll courier to all of you.
Yeah. You give me you give me all the names first, right?
I give you name, right? It's from my technology and
Yeah. But you let me know at least so I know how many cards to give you one.
So I give you my ID. You see, Ronald can trace from my account. Semua ID below saya semua dia kita dapat dulu loh dari ID.
Yeah, but we cannot see all our janitor lagi.
You can see I cannot.
Once you sign the contract for the PDPA and also the subscription contract, then you can see all your 21 levels.
So this program is running our supposed to running.
At the end of November.
So
一个 account 就可以
the other question might be what about the member that already do the KYC and get the debit card but haven't active?
Those that already got the card by this week itself, okay, it should be active. You should get an email with your PIN, but you need to use your details. I'm not sure whether it's the passport number or something inside there to unlock the PDF file. Then your PIN number is there.
For those like us, we haven't get it. Still pending 117.
Still pending one, all will be KYC approved. As long as you get your card, then you can start to use. But those that don't have card, I will pass it to Yvonne and then Yvonne will pass it to you. Too slow.
To our resident address.
Too slow. Because you're running fast, but there's only way I can do it for you.
Then I go back, I just go to our Facebook.
Yeah.
Then I will fly back here again.
这样的人很高的螺丝。
From all
But 你嘅手機嗰度咧會同你講 approve 嘅。 真要未嘅話，by this week 嘅話，我哋全部會將佢俾你。
呢個禮拜有冇搞掂？Crossing Medan do top up next week.
Also before the 17th.
So everything will be before 17.
Yes. That's our plan.
Shall we have a 5 minute break? Shall we have a 5 minute break?
用完了，换另外一张，因为没有得到，又再换另外一张，
好不好用？
太好用了。
再用啦，再用啦嚇！頭先你哋用緊咗係咪？而家你擠咯。
Don't worry, I gave a lot to involve religious, a lot of it.
这两天是不能够。
For Apple cannot, for Android you can top up, like update. Apple one you need to wait for Apple to approve the update and then you can update.
They want to take a break.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Operasi yang siapa yang tahu saja. Jadi itu bukan hanya sekedar invest ya, bunga, dari anggota koperasi juga memakan apa namanya private ID loan. Ini yang loans hotel. Orang di kecil bandara langsung cuman ini saya sampai itu silver tapi ini kalau silver itu cuman ini sekarang kalau gold sih cuman ini kalau platinum sih cuman ini Malaysia Singapura kok sekarang ini saya jiblong ini sih fasilitas tambahan lah ya jiblong sekarang kalau itu nasibnya mau pakai bukan cap gopong nó phát cái luôn các kiểu luôn
Gila lu ini.
hay xỉu cả bằng mất xe tê
Phong
bộ là hay xỉu và những chỗ này nó cũng chẳng mà giá đâu thì có phải cái